there is no in between anymore because of that. And I think it's going to make it worse. But
So that's I mean, I think that's a good segue. So like, how does the local government maybe help some of that? And there's a lot of those dynamics we don't control. But one of the things that when we went through our neighborhood planning process that we realized is, hey, like, can we make it easier for somebody to go and build an ADU on the back of their house so they could get some rental income that came from their primary home, and so help offset some of the cost. The other things we looked at is how do we create more homeowner exemptions on our taxes, so like we can encourage people to actually buy a house and live here. And so we've created 2 of those in the last year that have just helped reduce the tax burden. So I think that there's things that we can help with. Ultimately, on a macro perspective, we can't really control how many people want to move here, how many people don't. I mean, like I'm surprised we live in America. We can't put out a sign at the Bay County line that says "No more room, no vacancy." like it's a free country. So like people can go, but I know there's some that would love for us to do that. And there's some that I would support in doing that. But the reality is, there's going to be this period of time that we have to adapt, and we are trying to do that as people. And I think you're doing it in your own life, where you're talking about like, hey, like if I sold this house and I went to something else, how would I afford the next thing?
Yeah.
And and I have the same thing. So we end up living in our houses, and maybe that's okay. Like, hey, look, we happen to live in the free state of Florida with no income tax. Low taxes. We actually live in one of the lowest taxed counties in the state. So, I mean, and we live surrounded by water everywhere. I mean, we got it pretty good, like when you really think about it. So, like, let's protect what we've got.
so it sounds like you've had a lot of accomplishments in the past 4 years.